What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So, I saw this recently, so I thought I would go ahead and share this with you all. Um, so Joe Biden snapped on Zelensky, all right? I think his name is Volodymyr. He snapped on Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky back in June because he could finally tell what we've been knowing for a very long time, that Zelensky is a very ungrateful person, okay? Here we are in America with high anxiety about the economy, rising gas prices. Remember this past winter we had like a baby food shortage where we had to have a country bail us out on that measure? Record fucking inflation, food taxes, misery index rising, all of the above. And here, every fucking 2 to 3 weeks, we look at the newspapers, or we look on television or online, wherever how we get our news now, and we see that we've given Ukraine $33 billion in aid, another $20 billion, $60 billion, $3 billion 1 week, then the next week another $1.5 billion. Well, back in June, Joe Biden finally snapped. He snapped on Zelensky, all right? So the gist of it was, the phone conversation started with Joe Biden saying, look, we got good news. We agreed. The Congress agreed to give you $10 billion a day, right? So Zelensky, instead of fucking saying, thank you, Mr. President, says, well, that's not going to be nearly enough. We're going to need an additional $30 billion plus this, plus that, and the other. So Biden just said, look, man, the American people are being very, very generous here and patient. And, I mean, at least you could do is say thank you, man. And, there was a little tension between them or whatever. And, I think in the next press conference that he had, when he's accepting the money, Zelensky says thank you to Americans and all that, whatever. But yeah, it's this sense of fucking entitlement from this dude, man. Like, at some point, you have to ask this question: why just us? Why just us when it comes to financial aid? Doesn't he have other allies in the region? I mean, when you think about it, one of the points of the war, allegedly, is that they don't want Russia to annex Ukraine, because that's going to, pretty much, if they're able to topple Ukraine and annex that, then they're just going to march further and further east, right? Across Eastern Europe. And the fear is that Putin wants to recreate the Russian Empire. It won't be the USSR, but it'll be, some version of that as far as territorial. So that's the fear. So don't you think that there'll be other countries that can donate to the cause, per se? Even though, me personally, when it comes to Ukraine, I think that whole situation is fucking fluky. You got all these neo-Nazis in charge over there, and I think it's kind of fucking fucked up that, Vladimir Zelensky, who's the president, is Jewish, but he has bodyguards and people around him in his administration who have ties to neo-Nazis. But, hey, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just some dumb nigga on YouTube talking. And according to some of the comments I get, I don't know what I'm talking about. But, anyway, I did find that humorous that Joe Biden snapped on his ass. Like we just got endless pockets for everybody. Shit, we got enough problems going on in this country. But anyway, that's all I got to say, man. Tell me what you guys think.